new weapons coming to Halo 3, the shotgun and Magnum drama, and also new videos coming out on the Halo channel. What's up guys, it's me AkiB, and today we're going to be covering some Halo news. So guys, I have not been able to record many YouTube videos recently, so I'm actually really glad to be able to do this right now. We have got some interesting Halo news which just came out recently, so we're going to be talking about a few of them, and also one of the controversies which has been going on in the community. Okay guys, so actually breaking news which is just going in, this is actually being added to the video, like it's already been recorded and this has just came up in my Discord. This is actually insane right now. So generally I want to avoid politics on this channel and not really talk about stuff. However, they've just been showing some of the things which are going to be coming out with the ODST flight, and they've actually shown that there's a new nameplate which is coming out, which has got a pair of Sirens. Now apparently this is unacceptable for 343 to have anything which can support the police. Even though that it's on New Mombasa Street, it's not related to any of the political events which are going on right now. But apparently 343 cannot put this in their game, and okay, I don't want to get political or anything like that, but in the screenshot which they show, they actually have a picture of a shark mouth and also another political flag which I'm obviously not going to be mentioning, but this is the 5th political flag that they've got in the game, and this is the 3rd one for this one political group. So because they've put something which is unrelated to it in the game, apparently that's unacceptable. That's where they draw the line. Now obviously I'm not going to go on what political side I support, but there is so much hypocrisy with this. We're playing Halo to have fun, to just enjoy games, and for some reason they're adding these political things to the game. And when you get something else which could be interpreted as being political on the other end, they're saying no, we're not going to have this and take it out. Honestly, this is just ridiculous. It's insane, and they're not complaining about the other flag, which is above it, 2 spaces up, which is actually labelled as being for that political group, which is on the opposite end. Really, this is just absolutely, it's just insane. It's really, really insane. As I say, this is breaking news, and hopefully we'll be able to progress with the story. We'll actually be able to see what goes on. So to quickly put this into the video, as I said, I recorded everything. This is just going to be interjected into a little bit of a spot. So let's continue with the rest of the video. So let's start things off with some Halo MCC news. So if you are a fan of Halo 3, you're going to be getting some brand new weapons into your sandbox. That's right, Halo 3 ODST is going to be getting remastered soon, which means that some of the weapons, including the Brute Plasma Rifle, the Silenced SMG, and the ODST Magnum, are going to be added into Halo 3's sandbox. Now honestly, this is actually fantastic. Halo 3 is going to be getting a little bit more variety. It's good to see this old game getting some love. But also for Halo 3 ODST, apparently we're going to be getting the Hornet as a firefight vehicle which we can use, which is going to be awesome as well. Unfortunately for me, I never really got to play ODST Firefight. I always heard that it was such a legendary game mode, so being able to play it with all these new weapons is going to be really, really fun. That's some great news for MCC. But what else is going on in the community? Well, actually there's a bit of a controversy going on with the new shotgun in Halo Infinite and also the new Magnum. So if you don't know what's going on, please allow me to explain. So Halo Infinite basically has a brand new shotgun and a new Magnum. And that's basically what people are annoyed about. Okay, maybe there's a bit more to the argument than just that. In Halo 4, 343 Industries decided to change the design of the shotgun, which not many people were a big fan of, but there wasn't really too much notice taken to this. You know, it wasn't a big controversy, at least to my knowledge back in the day. I remember back at the time thinking, you know what, the Reach shotgun looked so much better, but you know what, this is fine, we can move on from this. Then 343 did the unthinkable and they took the Spanker rocket launcher and changed it for a very generic Reach concept rocket launcher, which not many players were happy with. In fact, I actually remember a lot of people saying that 343 weren't respecting the original art design for Halo, and it was actually causing quite a bit of a stir, especially when Halo 5 came out, and well, 343 had the ingenious answer to add the Spanker back as its own individual weapon, working exactly the same as the rocket launcher. It's just a different weapon added down the line as DLC, which not many people were happy with this decision. They was happy to have the rocket launcher back, but they wasn't happy that they had to go through this entire process of waiting for DLC to get a weapon which should have been in the game from day one. Well, it looks like we're going down exactly the same path. Let's start talking about the shotgun because this is the most important one. They're taking out the original shotgun which we've had for, well, technically we had it in Halo 1 and 2, but then it was changed so that we had the Halo 3 and Halo Reach version, which was then changed design-wise for Halo 4 and 5. So really, actually, it makes sense for us to get a different variant of the shotgun, but this is going to be a brand new version called the Bulldog, which works, I think it fires 8 shots, and it fires a bit faster. It doesn't seem to have the impact that the original shotgun had, which a lot of people are kind of upset about. People have also decided to do some photoshopping with it and added lights to the shotgun, which has made it quite a bit better, at least visually. And players are upset that 343 have to rely on fans, which are, it's taken the fans like about a few hours to add these different variations to the guns to make them look so much better. So 343 are kind of getting owned by the fans there, which does not make it look too good, especially for fans who are a bit skeptical about Halo Infinite being made by 343. Now the Magnum also has got a similar case. They've got rid of the Halo 5 Magnum, which some players aren't too happy about, and they've gave us the variant basically which is the Gunfighter Magnum from Halo 5, which I'm happy about because I like the Gunfighter. The problem is apparently the massive guard which you have has gone and it looks like a generic pistol, which people really aren't happy about this minor change. I kind of don't think it's the best thing either. I don't really like how they've made this change, but it's not something which I'm going to be losing sleep over, let's put it like that. Now, obviously people have been complaining about this, telling 343 that, the guns aren't looking that great, complaining about the way that the game looks and, how could they not have these guns in. And 343's basically, or apparently have came up with the excuse of, we'll be having DLC, we can add these guns in later down the line, which I'm not too sure how I feel. I don't want to have another Halo 5 situation, so I've came up with my very own solution. We've already found out that there's going to be variants for the guns, and I wish I actually noticed this when I made my video about a few things which we missed. You should check out that video, it should be at the top right now. But they actually have variants for different guns, so if they're going to have these different variants for guns, maybe they can have different variants for the shotgun. Maybe we can have the Halo 1 and 2 shotgun, which is going to be very slow firing and have decent range and 12 shots. And maybe we can have the Halo Reach shotgun actually come back, so that we can get a really powerful up-close shotgun, which is going to be really fun to use. I think adding variants to weapons isn't necessarily the best thing to do, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like the entire idea of having different variants for these guns. But if 343 have done it, then maybe we can have different variants for the shotgun, which are going to have different designs. And I'd love to see some of the classical Halo 1 and 2 shotguns come back, and I'd also love to see the Halo Reach shotgun come back, I think that was actually based on a real life gun which was banned in its respective country because it was just too powerful. Like, you ban a gun because it's too powerful, that's amazing. But yeah, there are quite a few people who are upset about this news. I think it's a little bit strange in some ways. I can understand why they're coming up with this argument, but hopefully 343 can come up with a solution, or at least listen to the fans' feedback and maybe edit the way the guns are going to be looking. And whilst on the subject of Halo Infinite, what's going to be going on with the Halo Infinite multiplayer showcase? If you guys have forgot, 343 basically said that they'd be doing something at this Xbox Direct coming up. However, with Halo Infinite now being delayed till 2021, are we now not going to be able to get Halo Infinite multiplayer gameplay until later down the line? I've been searching for answers to this and I generally can't find anything solid. There's a lot of opinions which are kind of contradicting each other, so I'm not too sure what's going on about this. We'll have to see it in the Direct. I might still be doing a stream for it, I'm not too sure. But yeah, who knows what's going to be going on with that? Are we going to be getting multiplayer? I think there's going to be a lot of fans who are a bit annoyed because there's going to be more uncertainty if we don't get this multiplayer gameplay trailer. Even if it's just a beta, we should get to see something because they'll have a working version of it. There is actually some good news as well about the Halo Infinite multiplayer, because now that the game has been pushed back by so much, it means that we're going to be able to have some amazing flights and we're going to be able to play the multiplayer leading up to Halo Infinite. The only worry I've got is that they make it so it only runs on the Series X, so you have to buy a Series X to try the multiplayer for free. but who knows at this point. In fact, I've actually seen a few things whilst I'm on the subject about Xbox Live going away and Halo Infinite basically having a paid for battle pass system in rumours. Nothing's confirmed. I hope they don't make it so it's paid for, at the very least maybe make it so if you complete that battle pass you don't have to pay for a new one, or if you're there on day one you can start that battle pass for free. I'm not too sure. Hopefully they don't do some stupid stuff like they do in a ranking system. In fact, ranking system video will be coming up soon, where they make the ranking system so outrageously impossible to get to max rank. If they do stuff like that with these battle passes and make it so it's almost impossible to hit max rank unless you're playing like 24/7, then you know there's going to be a few problems with that, but hopefully we're not going to have a paid battle pass. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And the last thing we've got to talk about, and honestly this is amazing news, it's only just happened. Halo, the channel on YouTube, is still pumping out Halo Infinite music. So this is our third official soundtrack which we've got. This one's called Through the Trees, and honestly it is absolutely amazing. I think it's Heretic Hero from Halo 2, I'm not too sure on the name, that's what everyone was saying. But this is honestly some amazing music coming back and actually giving us some remasters of classical soundtracks from Halo 1, 2 and 3. You're getting goosebumps throughout all of it. It feels so updated, so fresh. Honestly, if Halo Infinite doesn't perform well in gameplay, which I doubt it, you know, I think it's going to be doing so well, it's going to have by far the best music tracks out of any FPS out there. Honestly, it's amazing. We've had Revere, Set a Fire in Your Heart, and this is Through the Trees as previously mentioned. It is doing incredibly well, and you know, I'm just really happy that Halo Infinite has got some really good music. We're not going to have the Halo 5 stuff with Osiris, so yeah, I'm really happy about that. And that's basically all the Halo news that I've got for you guys today. So as you might have noticed, I'm not pumping out as many videos as I used to be. Currently I am studying quite a bit. I'm doing work and I'm getting paid to study, so I have to spend a lot of my time actually working, and even when I get spare time I'm kind of not investing it in YouTube or Xbox. I'm actually just studying and trying to learn as much as I can about the job which I'm doing, which, you know what, that's fine. That's fine for now. Obviously when I get time like this I will take a little bit of a break and I will try and record a video for you guys with some of the information which we're getting. I thought, you know what, let's pump one out. Hopefully I can get this video out for you guys today. But yeah, that's basically about it. I'm going to continue to try and make videos. And also guys, before I forget, thank you so much for 400 subscribers. It means so much. I don't know if I've actually given a proper thank you to you guys. I want to make a more direct video talking about it. It's just Halo news at the moment, you know the way things are. And also we've actually hit 50,000 overall channel views. Like 50,000, that's insane. It's amazing to think that we got 400 subs and then we got 50,000 views overall. It's just really showing of like how long we've been doing YouTube for. Obviously there's a few big videos which have added up to that, but there's so many smaller videos with the channel almost being 6 years old, which has added to it, which has made it so it's like they all add up. And you know, that's just really the way that it is. Again, thank you so much guys. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of Halo news. I'm going to try and continue making these kind of updates for you guys, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out guys.